Hello again, and we still have time to laugh at Soini. We can make room for this. There is always time. So, this headline, we are going to laugh. After cancelling 8 of 12 live services against Soini promises released by current year, PlayStation Studios voice says the number doesn't really matter. What is important to me is having a diverse of experiences. Hey, remember when we used to have Senran Kagura? We remember when we used to have Onechambara? We remember when they used to have all of those Japanese games? And Sony was Sony, PC Station was PlayStation, and also they still had Western stuff that was actually good. Hell, I remember God of War. We remember Killzone Resistance Infamous. We remember even Motorstorm. Yeah, that game was actually good. And they just threw it all away. And hey, I say, oh, but the live service, and look how even the main flagship title, Gran Turismo, the only thing they funded themselves, they just ruined it with that aspect. And I have to wonder why this fucker is still hired. Man, if I was me making losing all that money to someone, and I told him, oh well, I'm sorry, I lost for $400 million, but we are going to be okay. By the end of that statement, my body will end up in a Coleman freezer. Just saying. I don't want teams to always play it safe, but I would like for us when we fail to fail early and cheaply. But you didn't cancel Concord, you fucking moron. By the time Sony started printing money, releasing exclusives onto PC, well, by printing money is just a couple of cells and that's it. They're delusional. The company had made a name for itself delivering the biggest and best single-player games on the market. It runs on of solo PS4 exclusives from Bloodborne to The Last of Us Part 2. This fucking dog shit statement, man. Yeah, it's PC gamer for a reason. The Last of Us, not even it's dog shit. The Last of Us Part 2, and even the first one, which is better preferred, it doesn't hold up to Bloodborne, to be honest. I'm someone that played The Last of Us before Bloodborne. Nah, they is stupid. It's PC gamer. Was so strong that it blew Microsoft's console strategy out of the water in a way that Xbox has probably never recovered from, even when BBC heads with our vast Steam libraries had to acknowledge those games were pretty great. Nah, fuck you. Only Bloodborne. And they refused to release that on PC, even when Miyazaki said himself that they wanted to do that, but Sony don't want it because they know full well that they will point out that all of those a Japanese game from that time will mop the floor easily on PC with all of those fucking DEI slobs that fucking Sony has been releasing. But let's continue. Yeah, for the PC Station 5, Sony decided it would almost completely ignore that legacy and instead be all allied services. And in 2022, former CEO Jim Ryan promised Sony would make a release of 12 live service games by current year, 2025. As of 25th, only one of these Helldivers 2 has enjoyed successful launch. Yeah, and they fuck up in the long term. They ruined that one, and now they need to rely on Microsoft right now. Yeah, the remaining functional consoles on the Xbox Series S, they they are going to rely on those ones. So primarily because yeah, the PC crowd walked away when they pushed that PSN requirement, even when they sold the game in places that they don't operate in. So yeah, they fuck up. They made money at first, but they are not making anything anymore, and it's a live service. So at the end of the day, when people stop playing, those servers turn into loss. It translates into cost. and they are going to eventually shut that down. So let's continue. Seven were cancelled even before release. They are supposedly still in development, including Deeply Troubled Marathon, which we heard they are going to cancel, also with Fair Game. And one of them was Concord. Ah yes, a strategy that has so far proven catastrophic, leaving PS5 largely bereft of quality first-party exclusives. What fun exclusives even they're going to PC? PC Station 5 doesn't have exclusives. What are you talking about? And don't you dare to tell me that Demon's Souls is a fucking exclusive. It's a remake from the PS3 game. Man. But you talk gazing upon this virtual graveyard, Michael, so we need to reconsider its priorities. Think again. Sony Interactive Entertainment Studios Group CEO Herman Holtz was recently asked about Sony's live service strategy by the Financial Times via Games Radar. As a part of an in-depth article about the company's broader business strategy, the number of live service releases is not so important, but that's your main focus. Holmes told the FT, what is important to me is having a diverse set of player experiences and set on communities. You had them with the Japanese. This fucker is the one that shut down Japanese studios in favor of their fucking DEI Western activists, like Insomnia Games, Modern Than Guerrilla Games, and Santa Monica. Just how look how they humiliated Kratos, man. Yeah, they is what is Santa Monica, all of the three, the only main ones. They are DEI shitholes. Also neutral adult, but I don't consider neutral adult anymore. They're going to shut down that studio eventually. I hope they just so we can keep milking them. So let's continue. To change these massive failures into smaller failures, Hull says Sensor Station has implemented several new safeguards, such as more rigorous and more frequent testing in many different ways. Hey, I need to bring this out again that Concord happened because the fucking management of these fuckers. So according to the FT, this includes a higher priority on group testing, more cross-pollination of ideas within Sony, and closer relations within top security. So throwing away all the creativity they used to have. Yeah, they're fucking stupid also, yeah. It's saying, no, between top skills executives having these closer relations, so you want them to keep managing and fucking everything up. Now, so you want to fit the cycle. Yeah, it's good to know that yeah, this fucking company deserves to go out of business. The advantage of every failure is that people now understand how necessary that oversight is. How it is that a failure of $400 is a good thing? I have to say this again. I will end in a fucking Coleman freezer if I lose $400 million to someone. How is this one guy is not in a Coleman freezer? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I will be more convinced what Holt says if Sony had demonstrated its PS4 era strategy no longer worked before going all in chasing the theoretical live service money train. And they failed at it. They fucking failed it. Even with the PS3 era, they were chasing trends. And even some trends hit it and actually were like it. And even and someone that said I enjoyed some of their Western catalog, but they decided to destroy it because they still wanted to. Oh, we need everything to make it Call of Duty. Oh, we need to imitate everything with Halo, and even with those creations, instead of actually making the effort to be well formed and also prompted like they should, nah, they just decided to kill them, do the bare minimum, and not just management being stupid as always. Oh well, so those glossy single-player titles were often enormously expensive to make. So you feel things like the God of War remakes, all of those cinematic experiences? Yeah, they're expensive because the only thing you do is fucking mock up it, just making fucking movies. Hollywood budget movies to make interactive movies. They're fucking stupid. And they also mentioning here Spider-Man 2. Yeah, commercial disappointment, and God of War Ragnarok was the fastest selling PlayStation title ever on launch on 22nd and has sold 15 million copies, but how doesn't translate in revenue when they spend so much money in all of that mock-upping? So they wasted so much money and they claim, oh, well, still, that's a good thing. Why this fucker still hired at Sony in that position? They should fire all the Western branch and also the Japanese branch that helped because to make this nonsense on this company. Yeah, because yeah, Japan for the most part they're not exempt of fault. They are also guilty of all of this. They they thought that it was a good idea put Sony headquarters in California, and we are seeing the consequences of that. Well, this since they say that yeah, failure is a good thing, yeah, let this phase be the reminder of for the records of history that yeah, these fuckers say yeah, losing all that money is a good thing. Yes, Coleman Freezer. That's it. Thanks for watching and please take care.